Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Shepherd. And this is a new horror film from writer-director Russell Owens. And this film focuses on a man who has lost his wife in a tragic accident and feels a lot of grief and feels a lot of regret and has this lying on his conscience. And when he's rebutted by his estranged mother, he decides to take a job being a shepherd on an island in Scotland where there's a lighthouse, and he's left all alone with his dog and the creepy specter that is haunting him and all of his sheep. And this film really leans in on the atmosphere and the filmmaking to deliver a lot of its scares. There are quite a few moments where it uses auditory jump scares and like loud noises, and then you're supposed to be scared, but which is frustrating because there's so much atmosphere and building of tension in this film that Owens is able to create. It takes its time. You'll slowly be hearing something, or the dog, which the dog's perfect for this too, notices something because like animals notice things that humans don't at first, and you're just like, and it's building that tension and having a lot of those kinds of moments. Visually, it's really well done too. There's also some horrific and unnerving imagery. Just gonna say flayed man and leave it at that because I don't even want to get into it. And there's plenty of moments that build up tension and suspense and this mystery of who or what this specter is. And as this film plays on, you start to feel like this is some kind of cautionary tale, some kind of punishment for something that we, the audience, don't know, but our protagonist, Eric, certainly does. And as the film builds on, we have these scares, we have this tension. From a technical standpoint, this is really well done. From like a plotting standpoint, you slowly pull back the layers on this mystery and revealing what really was happening. And he is a tortured soul. There isn't much to most of these characters, but there's a lot of ideas in terms of religion and him being cast out by his mother and his father, who's now deceased, because he married a woman who wasn't religious, who was some kind of, home-wrecking horrible witch of a woman. And you get a lot of that from this early interaction between Eric and his mother. But along the way, it does get repetitive. It does get to like, because this is like an hour and 45 minutes, and you're just kind of like, maybe at the hour 30 minutes they could have just like, pushed this to where it needed to go. But I believe Tom Hughes, who plays Eric Black, gives a fine performance. Dickie, who plays the ship captain that brought him to this island and basically his only contact, does a really fine job in what her role turns out to be. Greta Scacchi is great as his mother. There's one particular scene towards the middle of the film, maybe second half of the film, that's really unnerving, and you have a really well-designed creepy specter that is following him, haunting him, and by the end, there's some shocking revelations that kind of hit you like a sledgehammer, and you're just like, damn, this movie. And in many ways, this isn't like one of those, like a great horror film that, like, this isn't quite hitting the level of things like what you expect from A24, but there's plenty of atmosphere, there's plenty of suspense, there's some really well done themes and ideas and surprises, and when it really comes down to it, this film is something to really sink your teeth into, especially if you're a horror fan. There's definitely some imagery, and it'll definitely get you at times. But those are my thoughts on Shepherd. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.